Dolphins Today is brought to you by Manscaped. If you go to manscaped.com and use promo code Dolphins, you can get 20% off plus free shipping on the Performance Package. With that, we get into today's show. I am Will Scott. Welcome into Dolphins Today. And Dolphins training camp is right around the corner. And I have a little to-do list here for Chris Grier and the Dolphins front office. 4 things that I think the team needs to do before the start of training camp. A week from tomorrow, rookies report. Next Tuesday, July 19th. Then a week later, veterans report on July 26th. First preseason game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa Bay on August 13th. So those are the upcoming dates. There are still moves that I think this team needs to make before the start of preseason and the start of training camp. Before we get into that list, give us a like on this video. Hit that thumbs up icon if you are excited about the upcoming season. It's so close. We're very, very close. We've been so patient the entire offseason. Hit that thumbs up if you're also very, very excited about the Fins 2022 season. We get into our list here. My number one priority for the Dolphins needs to be signing an offensive lineman. I cannot say that enough. This team needs to go out and continue to improve the offensive line. Is the offensive line better than last year? Yes, but that's not saying much. It was the worst line in the league last year. Here are some available offensive linemen for the Dolphins to go out and get. Have you heard of the first guy? Darrell Williams also available. Bobby Massie, Riley Reef, Matt Paradis also available. So if you want to go, and Jake Lucina, as producer Chugs is telling me as well, hashtag Lucina to Miami. So those are some options for the Dolphins. Each one of those guys is an upgrade if you go out and sign them. Darrell Williams, you can put him at right guard or right tackle. Maybe move Robert Hunt to left guard if you put Williams at right guard. Bobby Massie, big upgrade over Williams right now at right tackle. Riley Reef, maybe a small upgrade over Austin Jackson at that position. And then Matt Paradis, I think, would be a decent option at center. If you want to go trade, though, here are 3 guys that have been in NFL trade rumors. In fact, I was just talking with Giants-hosted Chat Sports, Marshall Green, about Matt Parrott, and he thinks that Matt Parrott might be moved before the start of the season. He might be available, as well as Graham Glasgow and Matt Hennessy. 3 different positions right there that those guys play. Taking a look at the current depth chart. Look, I mean, I'm not satisfied with this because here's why. 3 of your 5 starters right now do not have any experience at those positions. Eichenberg has never played left guard. Austin Jackson has never played right tackle. And Connor Williams has never played center. You have to protect Tua. This is not good. They need to do something about this offensive line. If I had to pinpoint, let's say one word to describe how this front office has treated the offensive line this offseason, maybe outside of signing Teron Armstead, it would be stubbornness. This offensive line has to get better. Tua Tagovailoa is going into a make-or-break year in year 3. You have to protect this guy. I want to see him start all 17 games and stay healthy for the Dolphins this year. Now, before we get into my next item here, subscribe for the best Dolphins coverage on the internet. Go down, hit that big red subscribe button. Any of our current subs know we're the #1 Dolphins channel. We're bringing you Dolphins news, Dolphins rumors. Go down, subscribe to the channel right now. Number 2 on my to-do list is to extend Mike Gesicki. Clock is ticking. They got 4 days to get this done. The deadline is Friday at 4 o'clock Eastern Time for franchise tag players to sign long-term deals. Gesicki was placed on the tag in March. Ever since, we've talked about him potentially getting extended. However, Mike Garafolo of NFL Network reported over the weekend that he and the Dolphins have not engaged in extension talks, and that there's really no optimism on the Dolphins front to get this done. Now, he did have a career-high 780 receiving yards in 2021. He's gotten better each and every single year, and when you're looking at whether or not to extend guys, you have to look at the production increase each year. You have that with Gesicki. He's a top 10 tight end in this league. Yes, he needs to improve with his blocking. Hopefully the current coaching staff will do that, but the Dolphins need to get this done because I'll tell you what, Gesicki's going to go out. this season with Mike McDaniel and Frank Smith and have the best year of his career, and he's going to be a lot more pricey next season, and he might bounce. Here is my extension projection. If you were to pay Gesicki before Friday, here is what I think that would look like. A little north of $50 million over 4 years, nearly $13 million per year. Now, he doesn't get as much total money as David Njoku got from the Browns a few weeks ago, but he does get more guaranteed money. That's the pitch I'm making if I'm Chris Grier. And this would make him the 6th highest paid tight end in all of football. What is the percent chance that Mike Gesicki gets extended? Again, the deadline is Friday at 4 o'clock. I am going to post a video right then, so be sure to stay tuned. If he gets paid, if he doesn't get paid, we're going to be breaking it down on Dolphins Today. Another reason to subscribe. Go down in the comments section. Tell me the percent chance that Gesicki gets extended before the Friday deadline. Before we get into my next thing, I do want to tell you about the performance package at Manscaped. We're giving it to you for 20% off plus free shipping. That's going to come with the Weed Whacker 4.0. That is Bush's worst nightmare. You know what? With Stranger Things right now, Kate Bush running up that hill is trending. Well, you got to worry about your own Bush, though. You don't need to be worrying about Kate Bush. It's also going to come with a travel bag. They're giving that to you as well. It's going to come with ball deodorant as well. Make sure those stay fresh. Very, very important this summer, guys, to get this performance package from Manscaped. You can get it promo code Dolphins for 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. That link is going to be in the comments and the description of this video. Next thing, trade Myles Gaskin. It's time. Ever since they signed Sony Michel, we've talked about trading Gaskin, and I think the earlier you do this, the better, because he's not really needed on this football team. Right now, he's the 4th running back. Yes, I understand that depth is important, and when you look at some of the guys on this depth chart, they have an injury history. Raheem Mostert did not play in 16 games last season. Chase Edmonds has an injury history as well. Sony Michel is really the only guy out of those 3 I'm worried about that does not have an injury history. But the reason I want to trade him is maybe to give more opportunities to guys like Salvon Ahmed, who you might have to cut if you don't trade Gaskin, or Zaquandre White and Jared Dokes, who are going to be on the practice squad if you don't trade Gaskin. Gaskin does not need to be a 4th running back getting 3 to 4 touches a game. Trade him, get a draft pick, or get a player in return. Here are some teams that may be interested in trading for Gaskin. The top of the list is the New Orleans Saints. They desperately need a running back, an Alvin Kamara suspension likely coming soon. The Atlanta Falcons need help across the board. I mean, my goodness, I might be able to go out there and play quarterback for them right now. They're so bad. Same thing with Houston Texans. San Francisco 49ers need some depth as well at that position. And then the Arizona Cardinals lost Chase Edmonds to the Dolphins. They might need some running back depth as well. But I think the most likely trade partner for the Dolphins is the New Orleans Saints. I think this is what you would get in a Gaskin deal, a 6th-round pick. Now, I know I said I'd rather trade for a player. I don't know if the Saints, would be willing to trade maybe a backup offensive lineman, but I feel like if you can get a player in return for Gaskin, you should do it in a heartbeat. I would still consider this trade, though. Now, would you do this trade? Type D for deal or type ND for no deal down in the comments section. Go down and let me know what you think. Would you trade Myles Gaskin, again, who you really don't need, 4th running back right now on this depth chart, might get a few touches a game, would you trade him for a 6th-round pick? Last on the list here, sign Reuben Foster. We have not talked about this guy in a long time, but I keep seeing on Finn's Twitter that they want to bring Reuben Foster in. Now, he met with the Dolphins back on April 8th. He has not played in an NFL game since October 28, 2018, because he was waived by the 49ers after a domestic violence charge. Those charges were later dropped. Tore an ACL and his MCL in 2019 when he was with Washington. Never played a snap with Washington. So you might be saying, Will, why do you want to bring this guy in? Why? Give him a chance, man. Give him a chance. You need some linebacker depth. if you sign him, he might not even make the team, but give him a chance to come in and compete for a job, because all the workout videos I'm seeing that have been posted by Foster, his agent, his friends, this guy looks legit. He looks like the hard-hitting linebacker he was at the University of Alabama. When you're talking about the linebacker position right now, yes, you do have a decent amount of depth. You can still get better at this position. Bring him in, give him a chance to compete against, let's say, Cameron Good for the last spot on this roster. Now, do you want to sign Reuben Foster? Type S for sign or type P for pass down in the comments section. Go down and let me know what you think. I know a lot of Dolphins fans really, really want this guy in Miami. We haven't heard him linked to the Fins in a couple months, but who knows? He's still out there and available. It could happen. Here are some other available linebackers in free agency. Jamie Collins was linked to the Dolphins 2 weeks ago in a Bleacher Report article. You could get him. Anthony Barr, a veteran linebacker, might be a little bit washed, but he's out there and available still, shockingly. My favorite, though, is A.J. Johnson, who entered last season as a starting linebacker for the Denver Broncos. He was playing outstanding football the first 5 weeks of the season. However, he suffered a torn pectoral muscle in week 6, missed the rest of the season. He's a hard-hitting linebacker, physical linebacker, was ranked as one of PFF's top 5 off-ball linebackers in the NFL in both 2019 and 2020. Here's what he did in his last full season, 2020. 124 tackles, 1 sack, 5 QB hits, 4 tackles for loss. I think I'd rather sign Foster, but this would be a really good pickup for the Dolphins and someone who would probably start right away. He might go and take a Landon Roberts spot right off the bat. But when you consider bringing AJ in, you have to think, man, is that going to take reps away from a rookie like Channing Tindall? That's what Chris Greer is going to have to figure out. Is that worth it? Now, what do you think the Dolphins need to do? Go down in the comments section and let me know. Is it one of the things that I just mentioned, or is it something else? I'm curious to hear what you have to say. It's the pinned comment on today's video. So when an ad break comes, go down. Let me know what you think. Want to give a shout out to Bill Lyon, who the other day guessed correctly. I asked what sport I played in college, and go down and guess it, and Bill Lyon said curling. So Bill, congratulations. Believe you're from Syracuse, Bill, so I don't know if you were ever out at my curling games, but you got the answer correct. You're the first one to guess correctly. So there's the visual evidence. I was a curler in college, played in a league at Syracuse University, won the championship my senior year, man. So pulled a Peyton Manning, Chugs. That's unbelievable, Chugs. Pulled a Peyton Manning and had to go out on top. So I miss curling, man. I know they have a DFW curling club here in the Dallas area where I work, so I might have to join that club and get back out on the ice. Thanks for watching Dolphins Today. Appreciate you all subscribing and watching today's video. This has been Will Scott. As always, go Fins.